What's good, everybody, man? Today, I'm going to be going over the most exciting UFC prospects. Now, look, these guys I don't expect to go on and win titles or anything like that, but what I do expect from them is a lot of fight of the night bonuses, a lot of, performance bonuses because these guys come out here and put on a show. So all these guys are not ranked currently, but they're around, the ranked area. But yeah, like I said, man, these guys aren't going to be title holders or possibly even title challengers, but what they're going to be is like that Justin Gaethje kind of fighter or that Korean zombie kind of fighter where they're coming out, going out on the shield every time. Their styles are entertaining. I got four fighters on here that I think are the most, entertaining out of the UFC prospects. So yeah, man, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to get right into the first. The first guy I got up is a Brazilian bantamweight. He is 21-3 with 16 KOs. I'll say that again. The dude has 16 KOs. He's 135 pounds. So the guy's entertaining, and that's Vinicius Oliveira, man. This dude is a monster. He's a beast. I love watching this guy fight. And no, I don't think he's going to go on and win titles, but he is so entertaining. His style is so much different than anybody else in any division. Hands are low to the ground. He's swinging bombs. Every strike is thrown as hard as he can go. They're from his, like I said, they're from his hips. Like he's just slinging them, and he hits like a Mack truck, man. The dude has crazy combinations. He's huge for 135. I mean, he's got to be walking in the cage at, I would say, anywhere from 150 to 155. Like, he is massive. Okay. But yeah, he is so far 2 fights in the UFC, 2-0. A decision win over Ricky Simone, where he pretty much dominated Ricky Simone. I actually hit a nasty little prop on that. But the other one was coming over Bernardo Sopai, and probably a top 3 knockout of this year. A flying knee from across the cage. He ran from one end of the cage to the other end of the cage and knocked Bernardo Sopai out. It was probably the craziest knockout I've ever seen. And but this is what this guy's going to bring every time. He's going to bring it every time. With that style of his hands being low, he has been knocked out a couple times in the regional scene. But as you can tell, man, 16 KOs, 2 submissions, man. And this guy's he doesn't want to stick around for the decision. He's trying to finish you, and he throws every single strike hard. His kicks, calf kicking is very strong. He kicks the calf as hard as he can. He doesn't care. If you're going to check it, he doesn't really mind. He just wants to kick you. His head kicks. I mean, he pulled out some crazy combination out of his bag versus Ricky Simone. Just a, weird combination, a spinning leg kick and then a high kick. It was crazy, but this guy is so exciting to watch. So exciting to watch. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. I know he's going to come out there and fight hard. I know he's going to look for the finish every single time, and that's what he does. And that's why he's definitely one of my favorite prospects to watch, because he's coming out there to get the finish, and he is a talented guy that I can't wait to see. So, yeah, man, that's the first guy I got. The next guy I got up is an American middleweight by the name of Zachary Reese. Zachary Reese is 8-1, 2-1 in the UFC, but he has 7 first-round finishes. So, this guy is extremely dangerous. Now, what this guy possesses is massive power and very, very dangerous submission game, okay? He is 2-1 in the UFC, 1 loss coming over to Cody Brundage. Out of anybody, I mean, it could have been anybody else, but it was Cody Brundage, where I would expect Zach Reese to win that fight a lot. He ended up getting slammed when he had Cody Brundage in a triangle. That's the most Cody Brundage win, is slamming, fluking, just somehow getting a win, holding onto his roster spot, which I still don't really understand how he has it. But yeah, man, Zachary Reese, this guy's skill set's dangerous. Big power on the feet. Nasty submission game, okay? He's very aggressive on the ground. He will, if you jump into his guard, he's going to put you in a triangle immediately. That's probably his best submission, is that triangle choke, and it's nasty, okay? He's very long in range. I think he's 6'4", middleweight, but he's big, dude. Like, it's not, you wouldn't expect this guy to be 185. I mean, he's huge. He's got to be another guy where he's coming in that cage 200 plus, man. He's massive. And on the feet, he's not the most technical, but he hits like a truck. He beat the hell out of Julian Marquez, uppercut him in the first round and knocked him out cold. Kind of just ran across the cage and did that. But he's exciting. He's entertaining. He's huge. He hits hard. And no, I don't think his technique's insane. But his 1 decision win is coming in the UFC over Jose Medina, Jose Medina is just, the only thing he does good is being durable. Like, this guy has no skill whatsoever. I'm probably more skilled than him. He seriously, has no skill whatsoever. He just eats shots and takes damage. But yeah, he's horrible. But that's what he did versus Zachary Reese. He got his ass kicked, but he just ate damage. Zachary Reese was, it was good for him to go the distance and see how his gas tank was. He did kind of fade a little bit, but he was landing some massive shots, nasty body kicks that he was landing in that fight, nasty kicks in general, and big power shots. And like I said, man, Jose Medina, all he's got is durability, just eating every shot. So, yeah, man, Zachary Reese is another guy to look out for. Where you see him fighting, which I think he is on 311 or 312. It's going to be an exciting fight. So yeah, man, Zachary Reese is definitely a guy to look out for when it comes to the, under props or entertaining guys. Zachary Reese is a dog. Mingyang Zang is going to be my next fighter up. He's out of China. He's 17-6. He's currently on a 10-fight finish streak. This guy's mean. Okay, he's mean. That's what I would describe him as. He's actually fighting on the Macau China card. I'm not exactly sure who his opponent is. He is a newcomer, but I expect him to get that one done. Okay. But Mingyang Zang, he boxes. He wants to pull you into the phone booth so he can take your head off. Okay. Now his defense isn't great. He had moments in his first two fights where he was getting tagged, and he's been knocked out before a couple times. But what he brings to the table, man, is a aggressive boxing offensive style. Like I said, bring you in the phone booth so he can land the bigger shots. He doesn't mind trading because he expects to land the bigger shots. And in the first two fights he's had, that's exactly what he's done. Tuco Turcos, man, one of the most brutal finishes I've ever seen, probably. It was absolutely brutal. I mean, he knocked Tuco Turcos out cold. 4 follow-up shots all landed. The ref was a little bit late to get in there, but absolutely disgusting finish. And he was plus 450 in that fight as well, and he beat the legit hell out of Tuco Turcos. But yeah, man, the other win he's got is over Brinson Herberio, where he got tagged very bad by Brinson Herberio. He got hit pretty hard and almost went out. Almost went down. He didn't go down, but he almost, you see him get rocked a little bit. He smiled, came forward, and knocked Brinson Herberio out cold. This guy is a machine. He is a machine, and his boxing technique is actually really good. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just going out there and slugging. He's sharp. His hooks are, tight. His straight shots are good. His defense isn't the greatest, but, man, his body shots are also really good as well. He's a very solid offensive boxer, man. And, there's no shame. This dude is always going to come out there and put on a good fight and look to get the knockout. Now, I don't think he's going to get the best of that every single time because there are some heavy hitters at light heavyweight. And I definitely think, he will get caught by somebody. But he's always going to come out there and put on the same show, and that's looking to take your head off. He is vicious. The Mountain Tiger is his nickname, and he's definitely one of my favorite light heavyweights at the moment, so I can't wait to see what he's going to do. And, yeah, man, he's the number 3 guy I got. The last guy is going to be Gabriel Bonin. Now, to me, Gabriel Bonin has the best chance out of everyone else on this list to be a top contender or even a title holder. I do think he has that ability. On the ground, man, this guy, he's going to, shoot submissions. He's very good on the ground. His submission game is excellent, elite, okay? His guillotine is disgusting. He's not afraid to pull it down on you. He does that a lot. He did it to Trevin Giles and submitted him with ease. But on the feet, he's no slouch. You look at his record. Oh, he's got 3 TKOs, 12 submissions. He's probably a guy who's going to, take you down and beat you up there or submit you there. No, he's good on the feet. He's very good on the feet. He's very aggressive on the feet. And he's fast. He hits hard. He's got some really nasty clinch. I go back to the fight where he just fought Ange Lusa and beat the hell out of him, okay? He beat the hell out of Ange Lusa. He was dismantling the body with the knees, with the body shots, and he will, enter the pocket in exchange. He's very exciting. A lot of pressure, a lot of crashing forward and landing shots. He's very good on the feet. He's shown how good he is on the feet. He throws a ton of volume, ton of output. And, he has lost in the UFC to Nicholas Dalby, where he kind of gassed himself out a little bit, and Nicholas Dalby got the better of him. But Nicholas Dalby's not a slouch. Nicholas Dalby's a great fighter, a fantastic fighter, actually. But he ended up losing that one. He comes back, fights Ange Lusa at elevation, and doesn't gas out and puts on an incredible performance where he beat the brakes off of Ange Lusa. A really, really good performance. But like I said, man, his BJJ is next level. He could be, in the welterweight division, one of the best submission guys. I think he's definitely top 3 or top 2 with the submissions. He's fantastic. It is so slick. Everything on the ground, man. He gets you in a bad position. He really reminds me of a welterweight Olera, and I want to say that. He's very, very similar to Olera. The crashing forward, aggressive style on the feet with that Muay Thai clinch, hard power shots, and the nasty submission game. Really, really similar to Oliveira. He fights exactly like him. Now that I'm saying that, I kind of made that up on the fly, but very similar to Oliveira. And definitely a guy who I think, has potential to be a champion, as well as definitely going to be an exciting fighter to watch. He's very, very fun to watch. Really good skill set, really good on the ground, as well as a nasty stand-up game. For me, he's going to be the best guy on this list that, has the biggest chance to be a potential champion. But yeah, man, that's going to do it for me. I hope y'all boys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.